In this video, we will talk about numerical instability. This is caused by the solver moving too fast from iteration to iteration. In Flotherm, the solver moves towards a steady state answer by using a false time step for each variable except for pressure. Now, if these time steps are too large, then the solution tends to be more unstable. It will overshoot and cause oscillating residuals and monitor point plot results. If the false time step is too small, the solve will take a long time to find a solution, but it will be stable. Flotherm by default tries to find the sweet spot of the solver speed versus stability. It does so by looking how the model is set up and the domain size. When you are having convergence difficulty and you suspect it is the solver settings, try reducing the false time steps. Reduce the false time steps by a factor of 5 to 50. And in some rare cases it may be beneficial to reduce it by 100 times. These false time step settings can be found under the solver control. If you pull this slider to the right, you will reduce the false time step, or in other words, slow down and stabilize the solution. You can also manually type in the value by pulling down this menu and clicking user defined. Monitor point convergence is used in situations where you find the termination residual is too strict and you are able to accept a certain amount of error in your residuals. You can activate monitor point convergence for temperature in your solver control. You can input an acceptable band for your monitor points to stay within. So your monitor points can bounce around, but if their amplitude is less than the acceptable specified number, Flotherm will stop the solution and consider it solved. We have three inputs for the monitor point convergence. So for example, if the temperature monitor point does not vary more than 0.5 degrees Celsius over a period of 30 iterations, and the termination residual is below 10, the solution will stop. This is a good way to stop the solution where you have a small residual error and deem the solution acceptable.